trying to remember if I know how to do things correctly. Let's see. And then here, and that should be good. That should be good. Okay, did I tag the right thing? I haven't done this in like a week. I don't remember how to do this. Hello, hello, Sierra. Hello, hello, Surrounded. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're both doing well today. Today is Starlight's rant stream, maybe. Vicari, hello, hello. Moo, hello, hello. I see that you're new here. Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Let me just check things real quick. I appreciate the stars, thank you. Alright, we should be good here, we should be good there. And more or less on here, so I can grab chat. There we go, there we go. IRIAM side has the wrong title if you haven't changed it? What do you mean it has the wrong title? I just set the title now. What did it set it to? What does the title say? I'm so confused. No, it should say, yeah, it says, well, we made YouTube partner. Yeah, that should be what it says. MG9, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Yeah, no, that's what it should say. I think it's correct, isn't it? It should say, like, well, we made YouTube partner. I'm pretty sure that's what it says. How are you doing, MG? I thought that was the last IRIAM title. No, the last IRIAM title was, I have big news. I have big exciting news. And then it was still about the same thing. But then it was like, oh, and yay, here's the thing, and now we're frustrated. Yeah, we did make YouTube partner, that is true. PM Entertech, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Watch me somehow insert Arknights in the middle of Starlight complaining about video stuff. I'm so frustrated because, like, the thing is, when it comes to, this video stuff, right, like, you hear about it a lot, you hear about how frustrating it is, you hear about how irritating the situations can be, and it kind of just goes over your head if you're not in it, right? Like, it's not what you do. So then you're like, oh, this doesn't really apply to me, I don't really need to worry about this, I don't really need to think about this. And then it's like, oh, once you finally are at the point where it matters, now you suddenly have to... now you suddenly have to worry about it, and now it's, now all the things that people have been saying, you are reminded of again. MG says, I'm doing fine, had finals, so I'm just tired. Are you done, though? Are you done with the finals, at least? Cup of coffee, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. When you climb over one mountain, more higher mountains appear before you. Very true. Very, very true. And howdy, hello, how are you doing today? I hope everyone is doing well today. But yeah, that's sort of where the, it's like, you don't know what you don't know, and you hear about it, but it doesn't really, stick the same way if it's not your situation. Newbie, hello, welcome in, how are you doing today, Newbie? I hope you're doing well today. So it's like, I was just trying to think in terms of, like, words. I'm sorry, I'm trying to get my thoughts together. There's a lot of things I didn't know, or I didn't, like, understand how they affected you. So you have to deal with copyright claims, and I bet you'll deal with taxes next. Taxes seem, like, easy in comparison, to be honest. I think I'd rather deal with the taxes. Ah! I don't know if I'd rather deal with the bombs, though. Gee. Ugh. Hello, newbie! Renee Angel, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. You said taxes and it startled me. That is fair. It's not easy to deal with if you are freelance. If you're not freelance, if you're just like, you know, 80% of the regular populace, it's not that hard. But if you are freelance, then it is very, very much hard. You get, like, double or triple the work. But yeah, it's crazy. Renee Angel, hello! I'm surprised to see you here, but hello! If only you can explode all the copyright claim with bombs. appreciate it. Hello, hello, and hello, Shadow Okami. How are you both doing today? I am surprised to see you here, but I appreciate it. I appreciate you seeing you here. Just don't. Man, even in a Lucinari, that's not safe. But no, I think I'd genuinely rather deal with taxes than dealing with the copyright claims right now. Because the copyright claims are way too many. There's way too many. There's so many to deal with, it's like half of my videos. It's nice to see you on here too. I've joined IRIAM long before, but haven't been active for a while now. Really? That's really cool. But yeah, so the main thing is, like, this is, they won't tell me how many I need to get rid of in order to make it, like, non-excessive. They won't give me the numbers, and it's just frustrating. At least you don't deal with strikes. That is true. I don't have any strikes. They're all just claims. That is true. YouTubers have been fighting YouTube over its ramshackle copyright system for years. It's actually awful how bad it is. Yeah, you're right. You're right. It's genuinely crazy. But I didn't realize it because it's just not something that's ever had to be at top of mind. So, like, I hear people talking about, like, troll copyright, and I'm like, what is troll copyright? That doesn't make sense. Oh yeah, it's the worst thing, it's so hard to deal with, you can't do anything about it, blah blah blah. And I'm like, what is troll copyright? I got an example of troll copyright yesterday. I'm going through all the things that got copyright claimed, and most of them are like, okay, songs I used, tried to credit, wasn't good enough, didn't list every individual track, da-da-da-da-da, I've explained why that doesn't work before. Reneg Angel, thank you for following, I appreciate it. And it's like, I'm going through all the reasons that it doesn't work, and then, I see this one, and I'm like, wait, I didn't use this song with this title, what is this? And I listen to it, and it's like, wait, no, I know what song this is, I've used this song before, but it's not this title, what's going on? And I look it up, and it's like, I use, like, one of these nice background tracks, right? Like the one that you're hearing now, for example. And it's like a Japanese composer, and it's really well done, they're really well known, I've never had an issue with them. And then I look up the track, and it says that it belongs to a guy in India, and then I click the track, and it's this exact same song, except he's speaking over it in Hindi. And even though my video is from 2022, he says I took the music that he published in 2025. It's enough to make you crazy. It's awful. What kind of troll claim is that? I know, it's crazy. CEO says, I'm sorry to make you as an example. I'll be afraid if I suddenly get multiple copyright claims for my older VODs when I become a YouTube partner. Oh, you definitely will. Like, I don't mean to freak you out or scare you, but you 100% will, because as soon as I became partner, all of these videos that have never had a problem before, I get, like, all these emails being like, this was claimed, this was claimed, this was claimed. I'm like, do you guys have this on autopilot? Is there, like, some sort of, you get notified when someone becomes partner, and you're like, oh, now we can actually earn money from them, now we should attack them, like, 20 times over. Or in my case, 200. The fact that it's live streams makes it infinitely worse. If I was just doing evergreen video, I don't think I'd have nearly as much content to deal with. On the other hand, it's a lower bar, because they're not all individually... I don't know. If I'd had evergreen content, yes, I would have labeled every single track, song, whatever. But when I'm doing a live stream, I can't list every single track because it's all on loop on a shuffle, and I can't know during each live stream what song is going to be playing. It's crazy. Lovers Forever, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. Imagine making your own original music for your channel. Someone claims it as their music. That apparently happens too! I've heard of people getting claimed because they had a video of them practicing with their friends in a garage band. I've heard of people getting claimed for playing Mario, and some random guy decides to try to claim the Mario Castle theme as his own. I don't understand. I don't even know how you would deal with something like that. Like, okay, I'll bring Arknights into it real quick. Because, like, a lot of the Arknights people have said, oh, you know, all the Arknights stuff is copyright free. You're allowed to use it. You can have it in the background of videos. I'm like, oh my gosh, great. That gives me so much more variety to work with. But then it's like, what if I get another guy in India who just takes, like, I don't know, the main theme of Lone Trail, and then just talks in Hindi over it and then claims that he owns it? Like, what do you do then? What do you do? Charming Falcon, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Zero says, my oldest VODs I used Senpai's Lo-Fi, which Senpai took down since I already had copyright claims for it before. I'm afraid to get multiple of them. Ugh. Okay, I know that I haven't had problem with Cat Records, so Rayless's music is safe. I know that, Dova Syndrome is safe. I know that the, Pokemon tends to be safe, but, like, I don't know. What happens when it's, like, someone tries to claim the castle theme in Mario? Like, what do you do? And it's sad because you either replace the music, with, like, YouTube's audio thing, but I can't do it for some reason. I can't hear audio. I did get an email back from YouTube, and they're like, oh, send us a video where you can't hear the audio, so I'll do that later today. But then it's like, okay, I could also replace it and not just have any music in there. And for stream VODs, it's like, okay, whatever, but for, like, evergreen video, it's like, I try to edit that carefully. I don't want that to happen. How about we have human workers instead of AI? I would so love that. YouTube just couldn't tell the authenticity of the copyright claimer. It's just crazy to me. When you have a video published in, like, 2022, and then, your things get claimed, and the person is like, yeah, I published this music in 2025. Like, how does that happen? Let me guess, everything reached a super simple resolution and there are no more problems. Charming Falcon, I was denied the, entry into that server that you sent. I was denied entry because they're like, oh, you first have to prove it. And I'm like, okay, here's my channel to prove it. And they're like, thanks for proving it. We think that your channel is low quality. I'm like, what? And they're like, yeah, so usually it's because you didn't meet the requirements, or because you're just a slop repost account, or you just do, like, reaction content, or whatever. And I'm like, I don't, though. And the really frustrating thing is, the person who, like, went through that is an art YouTuber that I subscribe to. I'm like, wow, fancy seeing you here on the mod team. Betrayal, indeed. So much betrayal. I always hear people complain we want human workers over AI, but I'm here wondering who the heck would do the job. It must be brutal to go through it. I don't know. I feel like there should be people who want the work in some way. I mean, oh, we have such this problem right now where, like, there's people who want work, and they apply to companies, and the companies are like, we have job openings, and then they don't fill the job openings, and then the job opening is just, like, a facade, and it's, that's a whole other thing, I'm not gonna go into that. But yeah, Reaper, thank you for the head bats, I appreciate it, thank you, thank you. Ugh, it's just crazy. PM Intertech says, I don't think Arknights is popular enough for it, even if you know it's AK, you need to know what event it is and etc. But that's the thing though, these people, I don't know how they're doing it, they're just like, I don't know how they're doing it, because they'll take a thing that you don't think is very popular or very well known, like, I think the music I was using was less popular than the Arknights music, right? And then they'll just, like, find it, put their voice over it, and then re-upload it, and they'll call it, like, you know, Summer Sunset Paradise or whatever, and then they'll claim it as their music. I don't know. I don't get it. HD would actually take action? True, but, like, Nintendo doesn't take action when someone tries to claim that they're taking the Mario Castle theme, so I don't get it. It's honestly disheartening watching them go at this stuff like vultures. It's crazy. I forget who said it in the server. Somebody mentioned in the server, they said that they do the shotgun approach, and I've never heard this term. Maybe you guys have and I haven't. They do the shotgun approach where they just basically shoot everything into the sky, hope that one of the bullets lands on someone, in case of me. MG says, to be fair, as far as I know, customer service is, well, its reputation precedes it. Yeah, if you have a problem with YouTube, you have to go through, like, Twitter. It's crazy. It's just, it's wild. But anyway, Sea Hero, actually, the fact that you're here, I have a question for you. Because I need to go through a lot of these VODs that I'm going to have to, Thanos snap away, shall we say. And, do you need any of the VODs if I've already made, like, speed paints of the paintings that the commissions were from? Renee, thank you for the off-Kai sticker, I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I think Bungie had dropkicked one of the guys that tried to claim them once. Nice. It was a sight to behold them hit an actual company on their shotgun approach. That's wild, honestly. Nim, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Shadow Okami, thank you for the heart and the fire, I appreciate it. But yeah, so, but anyway, Sea Hero, if I have, like, I usually have, like, 7 or 8 live streams when I used to do the commissions on stream and stuff. If I get rid of those, but it's already been made into a speed paint, will that be okay with you? I just wanna double check that that's alright. So, like, let's see, the Haunted Mansion has been made into a speed paint. The first beach piece has been made into a speed paint. I forget what else. If it has been made into a speed paint, I'll try to not get rid of it unless I already have footage. But yeah, I just want to run that by you real quick. Would Yostar be responsible? Has a little chance that they will do it, yeah. Make the ones you did my commissions a private link, private them, share it to me, I'll download them personally. Wait, you can do that? Oh, I didn't know you could do that. Alright, I can do that. It might be many, 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 many hours. Do you just want the, that'll be a lot of gigabytes. But if you're alright with that, I can do that. I don't think I have all the videos for the beach piece. I think I just have the speed paint for the beach piece, but the things like the Haunted Mansion and everything, I should have all those. But yeah, that would be many, many gigabytes. I can send them, though, if you'd like. It would just be a lot of data. Sorry about the Discord. Since I tried to help, that's all I got. It's alright. I tried sending them, Charming Falcon, thank you for the Suki. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate it greatly. Thank you, thank you. Would you like an egg in these trying times? It was Suki egg. 4K downloader? Thank you for the Easter eggs. Oh my gosh, thank you. Thank you, Renee. I appreciate it. What was the download even entire channel, if I remember? 5 terabyte external HDD. I'll be fine. Guys, thank you for the Easter eggs. I appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. I'm surprised that they still have the Easter eggs there. I start staring at Stars art like I'm at a gallery with all the story and Easter eggs. I do get to put in a lot of fun stories, especially into the Sea Hero pieces. There's so many characters. I keep forgetting they're there. I'm surprised that they are. They're ours. I'm surprised that they're there for as long as they have been, honestly. Alright. So let's see here. What do I have that I don't need? Let me see. Okay. These are all ineligible. I can probably get rid of these. So, I tried doing a painting one point where I was like, okay. Backtrack. I was trying to do a painting one time to, like, practice the splash art style, right? And at the time, I was inspired by more, like, the Idol style or, Love Live. Like, I have some books of the, what is it? The Bang Dream art and everything, and how they're all, like, really clean and really stylized, and I wanted to try to emulate one of those at one point, and I failed to complete the art piece entirely. So I have 4 streams from that are all copyright claimed, and I think I could probably safely get rid of all of those. What do you guys think? Ah! Charming Falcon, why? Ah! What? Hey! Newbie, what? Ah! You too, I swear! My goodness. That's my shtick. Ugh. You guys are scary when you're together because one of you has a tail of fire and the other has tail of fuse. I heard a bomb go off and it startled me. You guys are actually double trouble. It's kind of hilarious. Like legitimately design-wise. One of you has a tail of a fuse. The other has a tail of fire. It's genuinely kind of hilarious. Team Rocket. Then who would Meowth be? So many... Ah! Team Rocket talking again, Ron. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Fusion? Oh my gosh, Newbie. Fusion? This isn't Steven Universe, come on now. Let me see if did I miss anything here? Normally keep about 120 eggs in my fridge at all times? My goodness. Like, hello, welcome in, I hope you're doing well today. That was a DBZ reference, Steven Universe works too. Yeah, either works, doesn't it? Either makes sense. Ah, what did I do? I made the screens too big. Alright. We can, where did they go? There we go. So we can probably safely get rid of these, streams where I didn't fully complete an art piece. Newbie says me and Falcon can do the fusion dance, just explode at the end. I'm the lone wolf that just follows. Maybe you are the Meowth then. Good, how about you? I'm doing alright. I've been better, but I'm doing okay. I like talking to you guys, for sure. That always helps, talking to you guys. Alright. Okay, I don't need the shark panel Twitch thing. I don't need... Alright, this is all zero commission. Stream sketches. Yeah, any of the Ocean Idol painting I probably don't need. Because I never completed this artwork. And then, okay, that's all mansion stuff. So, am I good to go with these? Let me just double check. Yeah. If I didn't finish it, then that's fine. Fine Fox, hello, welcome in. Let me see, private the old VODs for the old commission, send me the links on Discord, I'll let you know when I finish downloading, and then you can delete. Okay, sounds good. There's going to be a lot. I'm letting you know now, there's going to be a lot. I'm giving you the warning. The Niji Sanji one, for instance, I already see as 7 streams. Between me and Falcon, who is Jesse, who is James? Ooh. That's a hard one, actually. I don't know. I don't know if I can... You guys both feel... I don't know. I also have the one you did for Monarch Station of Awakening. Yeah, anything that was your commission, I'll send you. Because thankfully, I usually stay on topic per stream. I don't jump around too much, so... Alright, let me delete the... Let me forever delete the, Ocean Idol painting that never got completed. That at least gets rid of 4. What's the plan? We raid into the YouTube building, make them pay. We'll eventually figure this out. Eventually. Newbie says I'm cool with either. James says the fun in this Pokemon. Jesse has hair that defies all logic. I'm cool with having JoJo cut. I don't... Man. You guys both have more of a blue theme than a red theme, though. So I'm not really sure who fits better. I'm very afraid I'll go through the same experience. See here, what background music do you use? Because, like, in my case, a lot of it was one of those, like, royalty-free sites. And then they were like, you didn't list every single track, so we're going against you. Or has any of your stuff been claimed, already? Because, like, I can see which one says eligible and ineligible. Alright, that's one page figured out. Are these all private? These are also private. Some of these I don't want to delete, especially if I haven't made master studies of them. Alright. That one I'll think about later. Newbie says, me and Falcon are both blue-themed. Explosive have a side tangent of literature themes. It's true, though. Charming says, I'd say Jessie, because, I love her hair. James is my favorite type of person, just a complete confident moron. I love both of their stories so much, genuinely. You guys both love Jessie's hair, though. That's funny. I don't know. We could kind of go either way. Maybe Charming Falcon would be Jessie, because, like, if we're going with the hair, right, the fuse tail is kind of more of that, like, lawn defying gravity type of deal. And then Newbie has, like, a little bit more on the blue side with the blue tail. I don't know. Let me turn blue. There you go. There you go. Congrats on the star. Congrats on the star, Newbie. Guess that settles it. Zero says, nowadays I use Cat Records and a YouTuber named TNB who makes remix for Gacha Game. The latter allows the song to be used as long as you credit him. So for TNB, do you have to do it by the exact, does it have to be track by track? Is he with like a company? Or is he like, no, just have my name somewhere? Because that's where I got in trouble. Because I have everybody's names everywhere, and then one of them partnered with a company, and now they're like, each individual track has to be separately listed out, and I'm like, I can't do that. That's where I get, that's where I end up getting lost and stuck and in trouble. Sierra says, the only times I got copyright claim are Senpai's old lo-fi song, twice. Fan-made music made for Hololive Cure, top 5 favorite Amelie songs, etc. Okay, I see. Marty, confident goofball, so upset. I love that. Put his name and link to the Sans video on YouTube. Okay, so that seems like a proper credit if you're linking to the Sans video, so my guess is that's only when you're doing evergreen content, correct? But what about when you're doing, live streams? What about when it's live streams? Because I think I know how to handle, the evergreen stuff. Like, I can just properly credit with evergreen, but it's the live streams that mess me up. Let's see. Halloween assets? I don't need Halloween assets. This is not the Niji Sanji Mansion piece, this is the asset stuff. I want to keep the ones with the Hololive characters. This entire page isn't eligible, are you kidding me? Oh, the Halloween ones are actually eligible, really? Okay, fine. Never mind. Little Halloween poem short stays. No, I haven't even checked the shorts, actually. Am I okay with the shorts? There's not a single short that's in trouble. Every single short is fine. Alright. Let's see. All the Hololive ones. Lovely. Alright. The holiday asset ones are not good. The Hololive ones are still not good. I'm keeping the Microsoft Paint ones. I know that they're ineligible. I know they're not great, but I can't delete those. Vesa would kill me if I deleted those. I think shorts get more leeway. Probably, but I don't know why. Year of the Rabbit. I feel like some funny stuff happened with that one, so I'm gonna hold on to that. Monarch, I'm gonna hold on to for Sea Hero. Valentine assets, I don't need. Yeah, the Monarch ones also got claimed. Alright, we'll delete those 4. Mainly assets. I have so many streams of just doing VTuber assets that I probably don't need. Yeah, so I understand when it comes to the evergreen stuff, giving credit for each individual song. That's very doable. But I don't know how to do it when it's live stream. Just a shout out or mention his channel name and link to the song. Yeah, but what do you do when it's a live stream? That's my main issue. What do you do when it's a live stream? Aren't people usually tell if you use their music and how they want to be credited? Yeah, but the thing is, like, I give their name and I give their website link for everything, and it's not good enough because they want each individual track credited. And that's where I got in trouble. Every single track has to be credited. But if I work on a shuffle, I have no way of knowing what is playing from time to time. So I just have a giant description, and it says, like, the music that I usually play has this person, this person, this person, this person, link. And I can't do it for everything. It's just, otherwise I'd have a Google Doc of crediting. It still sounds dumb. There's, like, no good way to do it, right? Like, I genuinely can't figure out how most people do it. Alright. That is... Zero, do you want your emote pieces as well? Your emote commission is, like, way older. So I might just... you might not need that. Oh, is this entire... Wow, guys! I just found an entire page that's ineligible. A whole page. A whole entire page. This entire page is just ineligible. The whole thing. All the Zelda videos. All the Mario. All the Pokemon. And is it because of Zelda, Mario, Pokemon? No. It's because of the background music. I hate everything. Those were actually some of my best performing ones at the time. Gesture studies? I don't know. I'm not gonna get rid of the... Well, thumbnail critique? No, I'll keep that one. I'll get rid of these Valentine ones, I guess. Again, anything that's just, like, generic VTuber asset, I guess I don't need it. The whole system is so dumb on YouTube's end, way too abusable. It's extremely abusable. I was saying earlier that I got copyright troll claim from a guy in India who stole a Japanese person's song and then spoke over it in Hindi and then claimed he made it 3 years into the future. They don't have the staff to support the number of partnered YouTubers there are. They should either make partnership threshold higher or hire more people. If they made the threshold higher, people would have a fit. Think of how many people freak out about the threshold for Twitch affiliate, right? Think about the Twitch affiliate threshold and how it's like hardly anything and people still freak out. Alright, what else do I have? This is the hero stuff too. It could be fixed so fast if they just made the copy. Yeah! Why? What? Ugh. What was that indeed? What was that indeed? What? What was the purpose of this? Ugh. Ah. It could be fixed so fast if they just made the copywriter have to prove the claim first. It would solve so much so fast. What do you mean if they made the copywriter have to prove their claim? Oh, you mean like prove that you were actually the original creator? They do though, but they use a burner account to do it. You don't have to prove you actually have the rights to it? Wait, really? Wait, explain that to me, because all the weird ones, like the Indian one, right? I just found like a random YouTube channel with a single video, and it was like posted in 2025. So I assumed that was what they were using for proof, quote unquote. It's best to use Dova and Rayless songs from now on. If you see songs on YouTube or someone else say copyright free, be wary. Yeah, I'm learning that now. It's just a little too late to learn, that's all. And Arknights is safe, thankfully. So I think I'm going to be abusing using Arknight's music. And for any Arknight's people, I'm sorry if it ends up getting really repetitive. I'll try to mix it in with other things too. They have the copyright claim proof. They even have verified copyright. You don't have to prove you have a legit copyright that's registered. Wait, do you mean, like, with no proof you can just claim things? Wait, I don't get it. Do you mean, like, I could, like, for example, I obviously would not do this, but just as an example, I could go into Sea Hero's YouTube channel, and I could just find one of his Honkai Star Rail playthrough videos, and I could just say, the music in this video is mine. And that just goes through? I don't understand. AK music is banging, so many genre. That's true, I've kind of kept it to the commerce stuff, just so it's stuff that I'm able to talk over, right? I think that's the tricky part, is I have to be able to talk over it. I mean, I guess I could just make it a little bit quieter? I don't know, I'll have to think about that. Correct, there are repercussions for false claims. Then that's probably why they use the burner accounts, right? You know what's even weird? One time I got copyright claim for a sound effect. I think I said this on Discord. I got copyright claim for JoJo's to be continued meme sound effect. Was it from a random person, or was it from, like, an anime publisher? If the claim is upheld, it becomes a strike. Wait, if the claim is upheld, it becomes a strike? What do you mean by if the claim is upheld? How they handle it is they say, well, we'll say it's false, and then you have to go after the claimer yourself. And how they handle it is they say, oh, right! So they throw out the claim, you have to then prove that it's false, and then you have to give all your information and life. Vern, hello, welcome in, I hope you're doing well today. If you don't do anything about the copyright claim, it turns into a strike? Wait. So far, all these are just claims. What is it that makes it turn into a strike? It was from a random person, so Crazy Casey, editor who made the video, fixed it by replacing it with a remix version, and that went through. Did you have to re-upload? You had to re-upload the whole thing then, didn't you? Somebody says to make an LLC, so you could use the LLC info instead of your own. It's a great idea. Unfortunately, the way to obtain LLCs is different depending on where you live. For some, it's extremely easy, no problem at all, very, very cheap, hardly dealing with anything, and for others, it's really difficult and really expensive, and it just kind of depends on if you're lucky or unlucky. I am in the unluckier boat. You had to re-upload it? Oh. You know, really difficult and expensive, that's the reason they do it. I hate it. Legal matters make my brain shut off. I don't blame you. Strike is more serious, and usually for a repeated issue, claim just means you can't monetize it. Strike can get the channel shut down. So I did know that. I knew that the strike was more serious. I knew it could get your channel shut down. Does a claim turn into a strike, or is it something where they have to strike it the first time they, that they encounter it? Because these people aren't doing strikes, they're just doing claims, and I think it's mainly because they'd rather have money than have the stuff taken down. But yeah, I'm a little curious about how that works. Like, I think these, like, burner accounts in India, right? I don't think any of them are striking. They're just claiming. They're just looking for, like, pennies on the dollar every single time, I'm imagining. You know, times a million. That I don't get 3 strikes, you're out method. Like, I understand that strikes are worse, but I don't believe I have a single strike. I think I just have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of claims. Alright, let me go through these again. These are all, okay, these are all beach pieces, so these are all Sea Heroes. Those I want to go through, see if that they're any good. Alright, I did Digital Circus fan art that I never finished, so those can go. I did, Yofi fan art that I also never finished. Irani EO15, never ended up finishing that, so those can go. And then I can make some clips from that holiday stream that we did. What else? I don't need to do that one. Deco assets for Halloween, I don't think I need. Red flowers. Why did I need 2 streams for this? Did one of these crash? That's weird. Okay, I don't need that. I don't need that, I don't need that. I'm actually gonna check on that one, because I'm not sure. Zatsu, I'll keep that. I did Fuomoko fan art, and I also failed in completing that one. I have so many pieces that I just failed to complete. Complete into actual art. Alright. And then those are all zeros, so we can delete these safely enough. I'm going through like the bottom, I'm like going through the bottom 10% right now, more or less. So that's 6 more out of 300. I hate everything. Claim will turn into a strike if the person who's claiming decides to request the video takedown and the video remains on the platform. I see, okay. YouTube's heavy-handed with the copyright stuff. The liability of having copyright stuff on the platform is more important than any individual channel. That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. Somebody sent, I want to say, was it Artemis? I think it was Artemis, sent a video, earlier about another YouTuber who did, like, this 40-minute video explaining YouTube's whole copyright shenanigans stuff, which is crazy. So, let's see. Alright, these are deleting. Is it a content ID claim? Do you mean for me, or for in general? Because in my experience, on my channel, every single problem that I have right now is just a content ID claim. It's just for background music. So no one is striking anything. No one's telling me to delete full videos. But I'm deleting full videos because I don't see any I don't see any good way around this otherwise. IRIAM is generally okay? Can I turn this back on? Am I okay now? Wait, let me check on the copyright. Restrictions, none. Oh, are we good? Is the Hamtaro one good now? Wait, let me check that this one's okay. No, I didn't. I thought there were copyright claims on this. No monetization restrictions. No copyright content. Oh, thank goodness they got rid of the- they fixed the Hamtaro one. That makes me happy. Alright. In that case, we're okay. No issues. No adult content. No violence. No harmful acts. It's Hamtaro. Alright. We should be good to monetize the Hamtaro one now. That's good. I was worried. Because the Hamtaro one is like, Ham-Hams are safe for now. Because people were watching the Hamtaro VODs apparently still. And I'm like, I want to keep the Hamtaro ones. If you believe a claim is valid, you can do nothing. Leave the claim on the video. You can also change your mind later. Only takedown requests become strikes. I see, I see. So the reason that I have to deal with all of this frustration with the claims is because apparently, if you have too many what they consider ineligible videos on your channel, you don't get to have memberships. Which they never tell you, they leave silently, they don't ever explain, unless you specifically reach out to them and go, hey, there's no membership feature on my channel even though I'm a YouTube partner. What happened? Why is that the case? And then they're like, oh, let's check that. You're ineligible! And then that's how this whole thing started. I know you're talking to us about this, but we're not complete experts. Have you talked with Senpai about this? I've not yet brought it up to Senpai, but I brought it up to Rayless. And the reason I brought it up to Rayless is because I complained about this previously, and Rayless replied. So I reached out to Rayless, and I'm like, hey, I have more problems with more questions. Because I think, like, because Rayless has the cat records, right? So Rayless has dealt with this a lot, and I think that Rayless was, like, the best person to reach out to in this instance. The reason they only do it is because you're a partner, since if you're in the YouTube partner program and the music and the videos claimed, you might be able to share revenue with the music publisher. Yeah, no, that's true. So, like, basically what happened is all this has been fine, and then I got, like, all these emails being like, oh, you're a YouTube partner now we want our money, now we want our cut, and I'm like, can I just give you a check of $50 and you can leave me alone? No. It's like, okay, each of those past videos is making, like, maybe 1 or 2 pennies. Can I just, like, give you a lot of money and then we can, like, call it even and you can try to not destroy my whole channel? That'd be really nice if we could do that. H2O, hello, welcome in. You get 2 smeckles and no more. Yeah, it's crazy. Alright. The IRIAM ones are generally okay. The mascot work one was not. I don't really need this, though. I think the mascot one we don't need. What else? Co-working IRIAM then Twitch? Is that... Okay, that's a Sea Hero piece, so can't delete that. That was Bakadoodle, that was... Keep that. That is also a Sea Hero thing, can't delete that. Those were IRIAM things. Those are okay. And I don't need the assets, but I do want to keep the master studies, even though that's been copyright claimed too. Star, why no YouTube membership? YouTube. Oh, didn't you know that your channel is illegal? Exactly. But you know what the craziest thing is? They don't tell you until you reach out to them. So the whole thing is, like, completely silent. They're completely private on everything. They don't let you know that that is a problem until after you complain about it. And then they're like, oh yeah, by the way, you've been doing all these things that you didn't know was not good. And I was like, so wait, if I hadn't reached out to you, and I had just been waiting to get the membership tab, you just would have, like, had me wait forever? I would have tried to reach out in a few months? Like, you were just gonna leave that silent. You were never gonna say anything. You were never going to tell me that this was an issue. Here's the thing, right? If this was such a problem that I had all these strikes, that I had, or not strikes, sorry, that I had all these claims. If it was a problem to have all these claims, and then, they're like, yeah, you can't have membership, then why is everything else open to me? Why is Super Chats open? Why is ad revenue open? Why are you only targeting memberships? Does that make any sense? Like, why was everything else fine, and then membership is where you draw the line? I'm reading some info. It says it takes 2 days to review the channel for membership approval after you accept it into your partner. Yeah, so it should have been like 2 days. I waited 1 week, and then I was like, hey, what's up? And they were like, oh, everything you've done is terrible. Okay. I would have appreciated knowing that, you know, months ago. So yeah, normally, it should be a day or 2. And in this case, it's, we were never going to let you know, and we would have just made you suffer forever. You'd think there'd be some kind of alert or notification for videos that are claimed, right? The thing is, even if they're claimed, my mindset was, I'm YouTube partner, I'm not making the same type of content, going forward, I can be using Arknight's music, everything's okay, I'll just do better going forward. And then it's like, oh no, we're not gonna let you do that. We're not going to tell you that any of this is a problem until you try to fix the thing that you wanted. So, Yeah, if you go to each video, it's like, oh, not eligible for copyright. It's like, okay, that's fine, I don't really care about those. Those companies can have the money. I don't care. But now that it affects, like, being able to create the YouTube community, now that membership is, like, closed off entirely, now that it's all, like, you can't do any of that, why are you telling me this now? Why am I only knowing about it because I reached out to you guys? Why is this a thing? All this frustrating stuff feels so discouraging to be a monetized creator. It kind of puts a damper on things, yeah. It kind of puts a damper on things. Alright, let's see. What other... Those are okay, those are okay. I can't delete the Whooper video. Vessa would kill me. Those are okay, those are okay, those are okay. Trying new styles is not okay. Something self-indulgent? That was when I made a PNG for myself. We'll see. I don't know. Happy Little Trees, not good, not good. Hamtaro, why? Why Hamtaro? What is this one? Same company, okay. I know how to deal with that one company. I don't know if YouTube Partner's worth it. It's really hard to tell, honestly. Yo, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. Dramatic Mouse, hello. What a name. Hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. It's kind of, like, I genuinely don't know sometimes because, wait, I didn't mean to, don't do that. I don't know. I didn't realize I could suddenly download all of my VODs with a click of a button. I did not used to be able to do that. I didn't want to download it, I wanted to delete it. That one I don't need. That one I don't need. Remember when stuff used to be fun until they got greedy? Yeah, I mean, like, it stopped being YouTube. Clicky clicky oops. Charming says, when I managed YouTube partner channels, support was also bad, but the copyright situation wasn't nearly as crazy. This was also in 2013 to 14. YouTube was in a much different state. Ah! See, I think I can somewhat handle some of these claims, especially when it's like the same songs or people over and over. It's like, okay, maybe I'll have an extra, you know, 5 paragraphs on my YouTube description, but for old VODs, that's fine, no one's reading those descriptions, I'll deal with that. But when it's these fake things, when it's these false things, when it's these guys in India, I don't know what to do about that. I don't know what to do about that. Hey, just hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. What did you end up thinking about the, Tom Scott video? I have not yet watched the whole thing. I watched a little bit of it, and I haven't gotten around to watching the whole thing, but I will, I will continue watching the rest of it today. Also, wait, blah, blah, blah. The video you sent. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm just for clarification. Aegis, are you Artemis? Or am I mixing up names? I know what you're saying is not meant to discourage me or anyone who wants to be a YouTube partner, but yeah. It's just like, it's just reality of the situation that you weren't aware of. You know, like, I didn't, you didn't know that this was a thing until you were stuck in this situation. We should call Mark Rober, send a glitter bomb to the troll scammers in India. Aegis is the older nickname, with Artemis being newer. Aegis is a relic of a past time. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Let me make a note of that real quick, just so I don't get confused. Because otherwise, like, I don't know who I'm greeting, and I want to be able to know who I'm greeting. Let me just do that real quick. Where is this? There we go. Boycott YouTube? I can't really boycott YouTube, no. There we go. Always read the fine print on your dreams. Robinson may not be said in fine print, it's mostly trial and error or guesswork. Ugh. Google accounts are a little finicky at times with nicknames in my experience, so I see. I'm sorry to hear that. I apologize. Okay, so if I see your name in chat, I will make sure to say Artemis then. That's okay. I think I'm doing the same thing with VineFox. But, yeah, no, I'm not gonna... You got your watch hours, but at what cost? At what cost, Star? At what cost not being able to create a YouTube community? I don't like that. I mean, yeah, I'm still, you know, I'm in the live streams. I'm using the what is it? The content, board thing. But a VTuber not having YouTube membership doesn't feel right. It's like, it's kind of like, every VTuber who, like, it's weird. It's weird. I don't even know if I would end up doing anything membership exclusive. I just know that the fact that I can't grab it as an option is bothersome. Kirito, hello, and Ruby, hello, welcome in. Do not apologize for the actions of a multi-billion company. I'm still, like, I'm sorry in your frustration, you know? And thank you, Ruby. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. Blame Arknights? Why blame Arknights? What? What does Arknights have to do with that? Arknights hasn't given me any issue. Don't blame Arknights, blame Yostar. Arknights has been saving me in terms of my last videos not having any problematic copyright stuff. Like, all the Arknight streams are okay. The only Arknight streams that are not okay were the Master Study ones before I started using all the Arknights music. For your success, I'm joking. I blame YouTube, they know what they did. Truly small indie company. Alphabet is a small indie company like Bungie. Jeez. Falcon is saying if you didn't play Arknights and didn't get the attention enough to push into monetization, you wouldn't be in this mess. It's a fine mess to be in, it's just one that I have to navigate. Newbie says Rhode Island did a raid on YouTube HQ one day. The CEO still has beagle-shaped indent in their car. Oh my gosh. Charming Falcon, congrats on the star. Congrats. And thank you, Shadow Okami, for the Easter egg. Goodness. Reminds me, Star, what do you think of the Anthem art theft scandal? Wait, what's the Anthem art theft? What is the Anthem art theft scandal? What have I missed? Words. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know what it is. Was it Marathon? I thought that was Marathon. Wait, I missed. You guys all have context for something that I don't know what it is. What are you talking about? Newbie knows. PM Intertech knows. I don't know what this is, though. Jesse and James have stars now. Team Rocket is appropriately blasting off. I'm confused. Bungie's Marathon had stolen a lot of art and aesthetics from an independent artist. Like, oh. I missed this. I completely missed this one. Wait, so was this like with their latest games? They were stealing art? How did I miss this? Happened a few weeks ago? Wait, this is slightly sounding familiar. Was it something where they were accused of stealing art and using AI as well? Not latest game? They're still in the game has been announced territory. I see. Bungie blamed an artist that didn't work at the company anymore without taking any accountability. Huh. There's some good videos about it. It's not the same company. Mainly the art theft. Okay. I might have to look into that at some point. Oh, you know what? I know I can get rid of this one. I did not like that stream. Alright, that one's another one I can get rid of. I wish that I just had, like, a number of how many of these copyright-claimed videos I was allowed to have, so I could just, like, hit that specific number instead of just, randomly guessing. I think what's really annoying is when the whole video is completely fine, aside from the starting soon screen. Because I have one that's like Pokemon Pinball, and I know that wasn't claimed by Nintendo. I know without even looking at it right now, it's going to say that I'm in trouble for the starting soon screen. I know that that's going to be the case. Let me see. Details. Yep. It's the, let me guess, C detail? It is in the first 2 minutes of the stream. It is in the first 2 minutes of the stream that I used a no-no song for the starting soon screen. Alright. In that case, can I just chop the front of it? Because I'll just do that. That would be easier. Let's just do that. Let's just chop the front out. Trim. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. It's the first 2 minutes? How much do you want? Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Is that gonna be enough? That should be enough, right? And starting soon. Boom. And ending just for good measure. Why not? And we'll do that here. Alright. And then if we save that, that should get rid of that copyright because it's only in the beginning. Start taking the master spoon to the VOD with the down heavy. Sorry to fearmonger, I'm worried what if Starlight faces an issue where the channel is terminated by how some VTubers experience like Iron Mouse. So I don't think I'm gonna deal with the same thing as Iron Mouse because Iron Mouse intentionally gets extremely targeted because of how people can get so much like money and fame problem with her, you know? So I don't think that I'm gonna deal with that much. A lot of people try to claim Iron Mouse specifically so that they can try to dox her, specifically so that they can try and take advantage of her, like all that kind of stuff. So I don't think that is going to be an issue on my end. Other VTubers get their channels deleted if they do something like ASMR. I'm not saying that that's fair, but YouTube seems very, very, very anti-ASMR in many cases. Yeah, I think most of my issues are just background music, to be honest. Let me make sure I didn't, miss anything here. Okay, I think we're good here. It was so bad that Bungie literally ripped off the logo that the artists used for their work and just inverted it? Whoa, okay, that is bad. That is really, really, really bad. It's a copyright claim and not a takedown? Those are two separate procedures. Yeah. Wait, so Bungie removed an artist's signature? Was the art accused of... Why did they do that? Was it because people... I'm confused. I'm so confused. This was... They thought they could get away with it? So they hired the artist, paid the artist, and then removed the artist's watermark? Is that... or the signature? Is that basically what it is? Why, though? They inverted it and tried to erase the signature with a manual 30% opacity eraser. You could still see most of the signature and watermark. That's insane. I don't understand that. That's actually insane. No payment, they just stole it? Oh, they weren't even hired. Just straight up ripped the art from their portfolio. What did they... What was this, like background art? What can you use from an artist's portfolio that you could use in your video game? I'm so confused. 30% opacity eraser? Why would you... People are stupid. People are dumb. Alright, these are like half and half. Why was the... Okay. One of the Stargazer streams, was just straight up blocked. Why was that? Copyright material. Who like, full out blocked it? Because that's a bad one. Alright, I guess if you get too many tracks, then... I don't know. Blocked is not good. That's the only one I can see. The IRIAM ones are, like, mostly fine. This was used for assets that made up the structure in games. Oh, I see. CIA Android tablet with 5G, 286GB SD card, Fortnite pre-installed. Goodness. Sierra says, I know this topic in stream felt a bit emotional. At least I know who I can talk with if I face a similar issue. I'm sure I'll be mostly fine when I become a YouTube partner. As long as you don't make the same stupid mistakes I'm making. But I just... Wait, Sierra, you never answered me. You never said, like, what you use, when you're doing the live stream stuff. Because you said that when it's the evergreen stuff, you credit all of the individual tracks, but when it's live stream, what are you doing? That's what I want to know. That's what I can't figure out yet. I know you said you use Cat Records, but is that it? It's just Cat Records? The most tragic takeaway is to learn from other people's mistakes. They don't know their mistakes. Exactly. Yeah, I had no idea. I genuinely had no idea. Alright, the IRIAM live streams on here are like half and half. Like half okay, half not okay. All the Arknights ones are fine except for the Master Studies. The early Master Studies, anyway. Oh, and of course, again, one song from a starting soon screen, except it's in the early chatting, so I'm trying to see if I can just get that cleaned up. I don't know. Somehow, YouTube's monetization, content ID, whatever thing, is able to hear this extremely low-quality background music that you can barely hear because it's, like, on a separate device facing a mic halfway. I don't get it. It's somehow enough. Did I fix this one? The very first Arknight's Master Study I'd like to fix. I said I put them in the video description, all of them, not the individual track, but just refer to the creator's channel name. That's what I'm saying, though! That's what I'm saying! Is if you have to put in every single individual track, or just the creator's channel name. Because I've been putting in the creator's channel name, and now people are saying that's not good enough, you have to list every single track, and I say, it's a live stream. I don't know every single track that's playing throughout the live stream. And they say, too bad. Make your YouTube description 5 paragraphs long, we don't care. Got a dip, good luck, Star, stay sane. I don't know, Charming Falcon, I think I'm slowly losing sanity. Newbie says, when YouTube sifts through the copyright music, I imagine a sound file of a dog sniffing a microphone. Goodness. But have a good rest of your day, Falcon. Thank you very much for stopping in, and thank you again for the help. I'll see if I can get myself into that Discord. Thank you again, I appreciate it. Let me make the sanity better. What do you mean make the sanity better? How does this help with sanity? Ah! Ah! Wait, how does this help? Ah! How does this help? Newbie, how does this help sanity? Ah! Ugh. Hey! Newbie, please! I don't think this is useful! Oh my gosh, where's Beagle when you need her? Goodness. Where's Beagle when you need her? Ah! need to stand behind Beagle. I don't think that helped sanity. Goodness. The sacred treasures, a palate cleanser. You guys are crazy. You guys are absolutely crazy. I'll be a bigger problem than YouTube. Oh my gosh. We've got one red box on the one side, it's newbie throwing bombs. We got the other red box, it's YouTube. Ugh. Newbie says when your Kamiyoshi has a problem, become a bigger problem to distract them. Goodness. You are crazy. You are absolutely crazy. Ah. Star, did you mess up your deploy order and place your defenders too early? Beagle's nowhere to be found. Goodness. GT Pro, hello, hello. Welcome in, welcome in. That rhymed. GT Pro, hello, hello. You're smiling now, my logic is sound. Goodness, newbie. Goodness. Oi. Ugh. Alright. Are we on the... How many pages of this do we have? There's also spring artwork. Okay. This isn't the worst thing in the world. This is doable. We did turn the stream into Dark Knights. Goodness. Alright, which one? Alright, that one's okay. That one's okay. I need to go... Alright, let me run through these one more time. The IRIAM ones are really hit and miss, but because I don't know what happened per IRIAM stream, I don't know which ones are worth keeping. Maybe I will go out and buy, like, another big, multi-terabyte HD thing. HDD. Alright, that one is not good. That one is blocked, so that's definitely not good. I'm probably just gonna, like, download and delete that one entirely. Or, unless I... Did I grab a speed paint for this one, or no? Let me check that real quick. What am I doing? I'm trying to look for this one. I'm trying to look for... Where is that? The Stargazer piece. Where's the Hallucinari... Why can I never find this painting? Where do I end up putting this painting? I have the one of all the Stargazers blowing everything up, and that's the video that got blocked, apparently, because too many, claims were on it. Did you know that was a thing? I didn't know that was a thing. Apparently, your video can get fully blocked, from what I can tell, because there were too many, content claims on one video. Zero says, unfortunately, I might face the same issue as you're going through. The older VODs have few descriptions to the creator's social links or mention their name. Yeah, but I don't know if that's gonna be good enough. Because that's what I've been doing, and it wasn't good enough. They wanted every single individual track. I don't know why, but that was what they asked for. Oh hey! Little mini study sketch that I also didn't realize was from Arknights at the time. Where is this? There's one Stargazer painting, and I want to at least see if I turned on time-lapse for it. Because if I turn on time-lapse, I can... I don't know. Why can I never find it? Where would they even be? It's not under Prism and Hallucinari. Is it under IRIAM? Where would this be? It's not under commissions, I don't think. Even though it should be, frankly. Where is the... Hang on. Wait, is it under Bakadoodles? It might be under... It's not under Bakadoodles. Where is this? Why can I never locate this painting, no matter what I do? Is it under IRIAM? It's not under... Mysterious disappearing painting, guys. I feel like I'm constantly losing track of this one explodey painting. I don't know why, or how. It is nowhere to be found. I think it has the word day in the title. I could have sworn I had the word Lucinari in the title. The painting lives and moves. It feels like it. Where is this? Where are you? Why are you not anywhere? It's not anywhere here. I know I didn't delete it. Wait, is it like a different... Hang on. No. It's not in a different drive. Where is this painting? Alright. I'll ignore that for now then. I can't find it. I can never find it. It's like super explodey. I should be able to see it, but I don't. What else? Emote development work is gone. Debate on that. I'm just gonna have to make like a bunch of clips out of these and then just delete the VODs, I guess. See if there's anything useful. So it's like, okay, it's not 50-50, it's like 30-70, so maybe this will be doable. Eventually. Yeah, I'd say this is 30-70. There is a page where it's just everything is ineligible. I don't like that one, but... I'm still gonna have to go through a lot. These are all pretty important. These are all pretty important. A lot of these are the Chihiro pieces. Once I send Chihiro the VODs, then that should be okay. Loki, hello, welcome in, how are you doing? The saddest part is that a lot of these that got claimed were my asset ones of, like, Star Wars and Zelda and Pokemon, and it wasn't because of those companies. Those are frustrating, but... Well, we deleted about 30 videos today, so... I think we're doing okay, more or less. I'll just have to go through these. You know what's kind of sad? Is, like, there's a part of me that doesn't want to delete them because I did a good job on the thumbnails. Is that silly? That's probably really silly, but I'm just like, I like the thumbnails. These thumbnails looked good on my channel. I don't want to delete them because I like the thumbnails. Ugh. There's so many. You can always reuse them? I can't really reuse them because they're very specific to what I was doing at the time, you know? It was like, we're painting this thing. Here's a thumbnail of this particular thing. Alright, and then these are... I have so many that are also, like... I have a bunch that are so old they're not even on the channel anymore. And I'll worry about those later. I can probably get rid of... Well, okay, there's another entire page of ineligible stuff, so I can probably go through that later and get rid of those too. Alright, you know what? We got rid of 30. I'd say that's pretty good. We got rid of 30. Zero says, my oldest VODs use Streambeats BGM from Spotify. I also use Vienna VTuber's old BGM that she made with another artist. I know she said it is allowed to be used as long as you give credit. Credit for the name or for the track? That is the #1 issue here. The name or the track? Because that is the part, that is what is, like, actually causing the most issue, is everything's credited with name, but they don't care because the track is what's needed. Do you want to know why the track is needed? Do you guys want to know why I contacted these companies and they say you have to include the track? Because it's what the AI looks for. The AI doesn't know to look for just their name. The AI is looking for the track title. And if you don't have the track title, it's not considered good enough. Because they use an AI for this now. Ah! Let's go back to humans, please. Or at least demi-humans. Please! I need non-robots looking at these things. Because of course they do. Exactly. Because of course they do. The bot scrapes for music that matches the stuff in the library. Yeah, but... Ugh. Like, I get it, but it's not feasible. It's not feasible to credit every single track. So if I do a live stream, I can only use music where I don't have to credit every single track. I will credit the person. I will link to the person. I will send people to their channel. I will send people to their Patreon. I will send people to wherever I need to send them. I will send them to the music producer's website. I will give them all the credits I can. I just can't list the individual songs. So I can only work with music where I don't have to list the individual songs. I only did the names, yikes. You might end up getting in trouble later down the road. I don't know. Maybe you'll be lucky. Maybe no one has, like, maybe that's fine. Maybe Vienna is like, I don't care because I understand that this is, like, we're streamers. It's hard enough as it is. Vienna probably won't care. Stream beats? I don't know. I think that's Harris Heller, right? I have a bunch of Harris Heller playing right now. I think Harris Heller is fine with that too. I think with Harris Heller, you can just use it as you want. Unless someone pretends to be Harris Heller, which has apparently already happened, and he's already spoken about stuff like that. But, I mean, I think this right now is Stream Beats. This is literally Stream Beats right now. Beethoven's coming for his wooden pennies. Goodness. Goodness, Fine Fox. But yeah, I can't go through every single IRIAM stream because IRIAM streams have no visuals. Like, in terms of, you can't scrub through the video and see what you were doing. I'm going to have to figure out how to handle those. Or just remove... I can remove the audio for those, because I don't know how well you can even hear the background music on IRIAM streams, to be fair. I don't know if you can even hear it at all. Somehow YouTube can, though. I think Newbie was mentioning, like, the YouTube dog sniffing the microphone. What do they have, like, they've got, like, some sort of Dobermans on their team, and, like, no, Basset Hounds. They've got Basset Hounds. They got Basset Hounds that can get, like, the tiniest little amount of audio that no one else can hear. There's background music on IRIAM streams. I've been playing background music. Has any of it been coming through at all? Because if you can't hear this and YouTube can, that is really frustrating. Very low. It's like, it's low, but it's just enough to not make things feel empty, I guess. At this point, maybe best to not use BGM at all. Imagine you made your own BGM and some idiot claims for that. That would happen. That would happen. I just usually have the stream set low, so I only really hear you. That's fair. I do it because I feel like I've listened to a lot of other IRIAM streams where they don't have any background music playing, and it just feels a little strange, I guess? Like, there just sort of has to be some other type of audio happening, I guess. Otherwise it just feels like... It kind of just feels like you're stuck in a room with them, as opposed to, like, in a coffee shop, right? Star should start beatboxing every time she stops talking for background music. Goodness, Newbie. Yeah, it's like, it's a bit jarring without something happening, right? So even if it's, like, really low, I just want to have something, and, apparently YouTube can hear it. And not only can YouTube hear it, it can, like, pick out whatever the individual specific song is, which is kind of wild to me. But yeah, I have to have something, because, yeah, it's too jarring otherwise. Because I don't want it to seem like we're, you know, talking in a closet. I want it to seem like we're in a coffee shop. As long as Newbie doesn't eat the registers again. You heard it here, let's make some noise. Goodness. Let me ask about something that most likely will never be on the channel. Do you plan on watching Arknight's anime now that you essentially played through Season 1? I really do want to. I think someone mentioned that maybe the last episode of the anime gives spoilers to Chapter 4. I think somebody said that, because I'm sure most likely it's probably doing, like, a preview of the next season, right? So, Oh, hey, that's me? Wait, what do you mean? I was just wondering. I really do want to watch it. I really, really want to watch it. I want to have my feelings destroyed in anime form instead of just reading it out loud. But when you say never will be on the channel, probably not, no, because copyright. Maybe I should start crediting tracks from now on? If you're able to, but if it's an entire live stream, I don't really know how you would. You're still barred from season 2? That's fine. That's fine, that's understandable. I'm kind of surprised how short the seasons are. Like, it's only 9 episodes, right? That's kind of crazy to me. Newbie says, you see the barista walking over holding me by my scruff. Ma'am, is this your pet rabbit? He ate the cash register and the cashier. Wait, why are you eating the cashier? What? 8? There's only 8? That is crazy small. Like, the Frieren anime I thought was 16 for one season, and it was actually, like, closer to 20 or something. And I thought 16 was, like, a little bit small, but okay. Madoka's 12, but that's, like, the whole story told in 12. 8 just seems a little bit short. Hungry. Newbie, you're not supposed to be a carnivore. There is no foreshadow at the end? Just checked? Okay, okay. Do you know what someone might have been talking about with that? My son is Cottage, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope you are doing well. Yeah, I don't know why I was the one who mentioned that? Oh, okay. So it's okay then. Alright, good to know, good to know. But yeah, I do want to watch that at some point. But what did you mean, PM Intertech, what did you mean when you said that would most likely never be on the channel? Like, what were you, referring to with it? Because I can't really show any of it. It's unfeasible. I think I'll just bite the dust and hope I get lucky. If not, I'll just mute or delete the claim audio anyway. There you go. They do have a way to mute it. I need to send a video to YouTube telling them that, like, I'm not able to hear their audio library at all. Because I don't think that's correct. My son is Cottage, how are you doing though? Welcome in, welcome in. I hope you're having a good day so far. But yeah, I do want to watch that, and I also need to finish the first season of Frieren. But I'm kind of at the point with Frieren where it's like, I want to not finish it because I don't want it to end. I don't want to not have things to watch from it. I really, really like Frieren. I make a bet they say you have to pay for it for $5.99 a month. Wait, for what? Imagine they reply and say, did you check your mic? I'm gonna send them a video so that I can prove to them that there is no audio there. The YouTube music stuff? Oh, it's like... So YouTube has its own audio library that they let you use for free. You just can't hear it. Well, in my case, I can't hear it. And then the other places where it's like, oh, you want us to, like, whitelist your channel? That'll be, like, $30 a month. No. No. Frieren is so good. I think Season 2 is coming in January. I think so, yeah. So they'll allow you to use silence. They do allow you to use silence, yes. You can, you can be forced to use their, AI to forcefully remove the background noise, and then there's just nothing. And then it keeps your vocal, but everything else there's just nothing. Some people do anime reaction live, and with you dealing with music copyright, I don't think you'd be dealing with anime copyright problem. I mean, you could probably just put the timer, but eh. I don't know how people do anime reaction, to be honest. Still would like to hear your thought on the story in the game and anime. I genuinely don't know how people do the reaction stuff. I don't think I would be good as a reactor to video-related things, because I tend to get really, really quiet and just want to absorb. I tried reacting to the Zwillensturm im Herbst trailer, like the one that plays before you enter the event. I tried doing a reaction to it, and I very much failed having a reaction because I was just so, like, drawn to it. I was, like, my eyes were just glued to what I was seeing, that I wasn't talking enough, because I was just absorbing it, you know? Sierra says, the only thing I learned and is concerned is when all the VODs I use Senpai's lo-fi, since he took it down before I got a claim for it before. I don't know how I'll deal with that if I get claims again after I become a partner. I mean, honestly, like, worst comes to worst, you just get rid of that audio that gets claimed, because if it's illegitimate claim, right? Like, mine were legitimate claims. Mine was the person being like, hey, you have to give each individual track. If Senpai's entire discography was not, like, fully claimed by other people, then you probably only have to remove, like, 1 or 2, and then that's fine, that's doable. Plus, keep in mind that if they're older VODs, most people likely aren't watching them again. You're kind of really only doing it for yourself at that point. They tend to put an episode title and timer on screen. What is the timer limitation? For React in general. But yeah, I mean, like, I'd love to do reacts, I'm not good at it because I want to absorb everything. Like, it's hard for me as well, when it's hard for me as well when I'm, like, even just reading through the story of AK, right? Because I'm trying to, like, read it out, and then also think about what it is I just read, so that I understand what's happening as I'm reading it. Timers for tracking where you are in the episode? Oh, I thought it was for, how, like... Okay, I got confused. For a second, I thought you meant, like, the timer is for understanding how often you are, like how long you're showing, the content before you have to stop it. I see. You're talking about the reaction where it's just hearing the person and not any of the visuals. Because I've watched reaction content where they're able to play, like, you know, a few seconds of it and then stop and say something, and then a few seconds and then stop and say something. That's what I thought you meant. Tom also touched on the topic of React. TLDR, the line between fair use with React is blurry. Yeah, that's understandable. Yeah, okay, so for live stream, I understand what you're saying. With a live stream, it's with the timer, so that it's, like, you don't have to actually see the thing. I think there's people on IRIAM who have done that. You can't have a timer, but they'll be like, you know, oh, I'm reacting to some anime and I'm talking about it while I'm on IRIAM. Newbie says, I remember watching Freeren with the guy that does music. We were both pointing out nuances in the production. Like, I'd gush about visuals, he'd point out the amazing audio. That's my reversion reacting, bro time. That's really awesome, though. That's really cool. Kawaii-san, hello. Welcome in. I hope you're doing well today. Zero says, I don't expect my old Spider-Man VOD to go viral or something. Yeah, exactly. It's like, it's small stuff, and you're really just keeping it for yourself at that point. I feel like I'm yelling over the background music, but you guys say it's really quiet. I have to turn it down one bar so that I'm not, like, screeching over it. So yeah, okay, I know what you guys are saying when you're referring to, like, live stream react. When it's like you can't see what the other person is seeing. But again, I feel like I would not be good at reacting. I feel like my reaction is like Sniper Wolf reaction, just like oohs and ahs and being like, wow, that's crazy. Like, I can't react well in real time. If it's something I've never seen, if I'm, like, truly reacting raw, if it's really, like, first time seeing something, I just end up wanting to just be absorbed into it. I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? Like, for you, would you want to be reacting to things that you hadn't seen before, or would you want to just, like, have it in complete silence and just, like, get in the zone and get absorbed, you know? 'Cause that's what I was saying with the Zwillensturm, teaser, is, like, I tried reacting and then I just got absorbed. MG says, I think it helps some people since it's easier to watch when you know someone else is also watching it. Oh? I have a bad habit of skipping. Wait, like, in shows? Or, like, I'm a little confused what you mean. A bit of both? More reaction, though? Really? I feel like I wouldn't be good at it. Skipping forward a few seconds at a time? Really? Like when you're watching a show? Huh. I'm like the exact opposite. I just get, like, very into things. That's actually, I'm, like, it's something I want to think about, I guess. I'd actually just prefer hearing what you think after each episode, kind of like a review. Oh, okay. That would be interesting. That's something I could consider. I like getting absorbed. I think reacting has a social place, but for content creation, it kind of ruins both ends for me. Reviews, yes, 100%. Skipping the fluff, it sounds like. That's fair, that's fair. Like, if you're watching, like, Naruto filler, I can understand that. Reacting has a social place, but for content creation, it kind of ruins both ends for me. What do you mean that it ruins both ends for you? For content creation, it ruins both ends. Like, when you're watching someone, or... A social place? So, okay, I understand the social place. You're saying that you were watching with your friend, but for content creation, it kind of ruins both ends. Like, you want to, experience the thing first and then watch a content creator talk about it? It's easier to get into something when others do too. Gives you an excuse to actually watch it. Ah, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. So it's like the social camaraderie of doing a... The social camaraderie of listening to somebody streaming a thing and reacting to it while you're also watching the thing makes it feel more like a social bond thing. Right? I think that's what you're saying? Okay, okay. But yeah, I could think of doing review stuff. I could consider that. More of a social thing. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Huh. I usually watch, like, 2 episodes at a time with something, so... I don't know, like... Huh. That, yeah. I will consider that. I'll consider that. I have, like, so many things on my plate right now. But I'll definitely consider that, so that if I do end up watching it, I'm at a point where I can also, like, write down all my thoughts, like, right after, and then have that ready to go. In terms of, like, producing. There's so many things I need to do right now. Sierra says, another copyright story. I know I got claimed from possibly Real Studio for playing certain tracks from Spider-Man games. I used streaming mode in the game setting. Ah, okay. Yeah, that makes sense. I've heard that that some games have, like, streaming mode if they use music that otherwise would not be allowed. But more of a social thing. Alright. I'll keep that in mind. I will consider doing review type stuff. I've never done it before. It might be an interesting venture. It might be interesting. I've never done that. I still have so many clips that I need to produce. I still have so many, like... I still want to do a video where I'm just sort of, like, talking through my experience, from the new perspective. Like, with the first 3, chapters. That'd be fun. Free Ren is a deep introspective story with outstanding art techniques. That's a few hours of deep review. Oh, for Free Ren? I think we're all talking about 2 different things. On YouTube, people are talking about, reacting to the Arknights anime. You're talking about reacting to, Free Ren. I don't know. I'm like... I think my, Arknights is probably, like, the current focus with things, but I'll keep in mind with Free Ren. The thing is, I've already watched most of the first season. I was thinking about anime and stuff in general. Oh, okay. Alright, fair enough. I don't... You guys are gonna turn me into a React review channel. But yeah, no, Free Ren is absolutely phenomenal. If anyone hasn't seen Free Ren yet, You really, 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 really should. Especially if you like, really interesting, deeper stories, right? I just, it's so beautifully done. I don't want to give away, like, anything, so I don't know how to convince people to watch something without, like, telling more about it, but it just gives a lot of introspection. It just gives a lot of introspection. I think that that's something that is really... It's not for everybody. I think a lot of the, like, TikTok crowd probably would not enjoy it. It's a very slow anime at parts, but, like, the slowness is very intentional. And it doesn't feel like... It's not, like, slow, like, boring. It's, like, slow, like, everything's been extremely considered. And it doesn't feel slow, if that makes sense. Gonna tap out for the day. Have a good stream. Alright. I was gonna say ages. Alright, Artemis. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you very much for tuning in. I wish you the best. I don't think it's a slow burn. I just think that it's calculated, I guess, is the best way to say. I don't feel like it's a slow burn. I'm not, like, constantly saying, like, okay, you know, hurry it up, this is taking forever. It's like, every episode has its place, and I think it's paced very well, but it probably wouldn't be paced very well for other people. Do I get a pass if I only read it? Yeah, that's fine. The thing that you're not getting with the reading, though, is the music. The music and the color visuals, right? Because the music and the color visuals really does add a lot. I'm not a music person. Like, I don't know enough specifics. I can appreciate music, I just don't know many specifics. But the music does carry a lot of it. I like hearing people draw about their thoughts on creative projects. Free Run would be a review. I don't think it's good for React. That's where it kind of ruins the experience on both ends came from. You kind of lose the intentional slow pacing. That definitely makes sense, 100%, because, I know there was, what was it? The VTuber Rima Evenstar? I think she did, like, a membership Free Run React type thing at one point, and I was thinking to myself, like, I don't think that that's kind of a thing you want to react to, because Free Run deserves, like, silence and introspection, I feel. P. Menchtech says they really, jam-packed the story in just a few episodes, even though they're losing on detail, and that's before AK started doubling word count each chapter. Oh dear. So, okay, I'm guessing it moves really, really fast then. That's alright, that's alright. I'm nervous about AK getting longer in terms of reading length. Hopefully it's okay on stream, at least, like, for the time being? I don't know. I enjoy reading the story on stream. I just don't know if it's gonna get to the point where it ends up taking up, like, too much. I'm gonna have to figure out how to deal with that soon-ish. I'm gonna have to figure out how to balance that. Newbie says, Free Run deserves your full attention. I'd lose my mind if during a really heartbreaking scene someone screams, Joe Schmo, thank you for the gifted subs. Newbie, that's kind of how I feel with Arknights. Except it's not Joe Schmo, it's Beagle. Like... yeah, really, really intense story moment, and then it just gets interrupted. Yeah, I don't know how to balance it. I don't know how to balance it. It's sad because I was watching one of the, what's the channel called? The Viva La Dirt League channel, the one that has, like, all the shorts about, video game tropes. The Nice Day for Fishing people. I was watching one of their videos, and it was, like, a compilation of, like, dealing with streamers, while playing a game with your friends, and all of the examples, I was like, oh, this hurts a little bit. This is a little too close to home. Exposition, exposition, exposition. That time where you were trying to be serious, you see me comment, doesn't Beagle hit people with a wall with a handle on it? Ah! Biggest worry about AK's newest anime season is there might not be enough episodes. Oh. We'd be fine with it, but story does become longer. I figured, yeah. Newest season seems the most scary in that department, I imagine. Because it's like, you want it to be able to do enough justice, right? I mean, like, on the one hand, it's amazing that there is an anime, because, like, I don't think Genshin has its own anime, right? But on the other hand, it's kind of frustrating if it's not long enough to do it enough justice. But there is still an anime, which, at the moment, I don't think Hoyo has tried doing yet. They probably will at some point, but at the moment, I don't think. I feel like if Genshin was going to do an anime, they would have done an anime by now, right? Because what, Genshin, how old is Genshin now? So I guess, like, a Genshin 1 is in production? Okay, never mind. Never mind. Well, in that case, it will be interesting to see how long they choose to make theirs. Right? It was announced. I was not aware. It does help when you don't feel like can't for some reason read the story, to be fair. That makes sense, yeah. Season 3 is just 2 chapters, but it's also 100,000 words. That's scary. That is a little bit scary. I'm gonna end up having to do reading streams and no one's gonna want to be there. Hoyo's animated trailers. Unfortunately, a lot of Hoyo music won't get you in trouble for copyright claim, at least from what I've experienced so far. That's good, yeah. I think these gacha game people kind of realize that, like, they have to make their music able to be on platforms so that people can stream the gacha games. People put too much emphasis into the word count. They roped Lone Trail event. Wait, people put too much emphasis on the word count. They dropped Lone Trail event. I read it without looking up how long it is. In the end, I realized I read like an entire Harry Potter book in a week. Oh, jeez. Also, I didn't know that that's how long the, that the events could be, too. There is no shortage of content, is there? There's just no shortage of content. Newbie says, my friends that are showing me Fate were showing me the Heaven's Feel movies with some of the best animation I ever witnessed, and said, see that, Newbie? That's where the Fate Go Gacha money went. Oh my gosh. 122,440 words. Oh boy. Oh boy. Well, we have no shortage, that is for sure. There is no shortage. Newbie, how are you enjoying Fate? I think it's kind of funny that, like, I started Arknights, you started Fate, at, like, pretty much around the same time. And we're both, like, splitting in different directions, but having, like, parallel experiences. I genuinely find that extremely amusing. It was at that point that they realized, hey, wait a minute, this is getting a bit long. Oh dear. That is genuinely kind of terrifying. Newbie says, I love it so much, it actually hits my feelings deeper than I expected. Oh dear. Oh boy. I'm probably gonna, like... What's gonna happen? Are we both gonna get destroyed and then at some point we'll, like, swap places? PM Edgetech says, last event you play actually is the longest currently. The longer is just the latest main chapter. Oh dear. MG9 says, for Fate, I'm still stuck at a certain very long part of the story. I can't be asked to get back into reading it. Fate chapters are also very long? Are they? How many writers do these teams employ? Like, how does this end up being so long? Chaotic Arknight ruled safer work art Discord server. Wait, is this our new elevator pitch? Chaotic Arknight ruled safer work art Discord server. Goodness, hero. Just wait for an Arknights and Fate crossover now. That would be funny. That would destroy many people, I think. I get so scared some episodes, my friend will just say, "Hey newbie, I'm sorry," and then hit play. Oh my gosh. Nasu and a bunch of people he knew in high school did Fate? Wait, what do you mean? Miko, hello, hello, welcome in, welcome in. What do you mean, I'm confused. Good destroy or bad destroy? I don't know anymore. Nasu's the writer of Fate? Okay, so you're saying that Nasu and a bunch of people he knew in high school did Fate. Nasu's the... Wait, are you saying that, like, the writer was this person and a few friends in high school? Is that what you're saying? Next month, Star Rail starts the collabs with, Fate. I did hear about that, yeah. Hello, Miko. Welcome in, welcome in. I remember someone referring to a 4-hour video of cutscenes in Fate as light reading. Goodness. The chapter I'm talking about has about 500,000 characters, which is about 100 to 150,000 words. Jeez. That's for Fate? So Fate and Arknights are like the same intensity of horror in length. The way they spun it was Nasu and some buds he was friends with did Fate. What do you... No one has seen Nasu? No one knows if they're a guy, a girl, or if they're just one person even. The heck? I'm so confused. The chapter split into 3. Part 2 is the longest of all the chapters. That is terrifying. That is terrifying. Wasn't Arknights also started by one guy and his buddies? Like, what is up with this whole idea of, like, one person and their buddies just decide to make this giant, ever-expansive, unending concept of a game? How does this end up happening? Like, I genuinely don't understand how this happens. It's wild to me. I don't know. I don't think I've ever, like, gathered a few friends and been like, hey guys, let's make a multi-billion-dollar gacha game. When creative people sit and just cook and be passionate, you get gold. That's why I chose you as Kamiyoshi. My gosh, Nube. Goodness. You encourage that. I try to. Thank you. I appreciate it. Lowlight felt like using his OCs after leaving Girls Frontline. I love it. I love it. Lowlight had some experience working on other popular gacha. That's fair, yeah. I mean, it's kind of like... Okay, still haven't played it, so don't say a thing about it. But isn't that kind of what happened with, what is it, Claire Obscure? Right? It was like a bunch of people had worked at a studio, what was it, Ubisoft? Got really, really tired of working there, decided to form their own thing, made their own thing, pure passion project, and now it's like gonna be Game of the Year. It's crazy. Fun fact, at some point some people tried to claim Lowlight copied some early AK designs. Specifically from a person called, Hai Mao. Lowlight is Hai Mao. That's the best copyright claim you can get, right? Like, hey, I think you stole this from you. Expedition 33 was absolute cinema. I feel like everybody's played this except me so far. Oh well. I'm a little preoccupied at the moment. That is hilarious, though. A roundhouse kicked my feelings? No! I've heard that, like, you're, like, it's probably like free rent. Like, you're just going to cry, and you just have to accept it. Purple Onyx said, I'd also say AK probably started quite small in scale, then again, year 1 trailer scenes were only explained 5 years later. Wait, what? AK probably started quite small in scale, then again, year 1 trailer scenes were only explained 5 years later. Wait, they had, like, the concept planned, like, all 5 years in advance? Wait, I guess I shouldn't be watching any of the trailers then. I've watched the first few trailers, and I don't remember specifics, at least. AK has ARGs? Wait, what? ARG. Arknights is currently a bit bigger than all 7 Harry Potter books. 3.5 times? Wait. I remember people saying that it was, like, longer than the Harry Potter books, but it's, like, 3 times over? This is getting kind of scary. By the way, when membership becomes eligible for you, could you name the highest tier as Master Spoon? I'm not gonna name it Master Spoon, goodness! I don't know what to name tiers. I still have that problem with Ko-fi. I also don't know what I'm naming Ko-fi tiers correctly. Please, pretty please. No! Ironically, the Ko-fi tiers are themed after dessert, but no! I feel like dessert is not really fitting anymore. I don't know what they should be. Maybe we'll figure it out as a community, but, like, it's not gonna be Master Spoon, I know that. There's an entire community that is someone dedicated to solving them, primarily on CN community. I didn't know that Arknights had ARG. Wait, okay, I did see this one thing in the game, and I forget what it was called, but it kind of looked like an ARG-ish thing, and I think you had to be at, like, a certain level to even participate in it. Is that what you guys are talking about? It had, like, cyan and white colored website background. I love ARG type things. I think it's fascinating. Okay, I'm not smart enough to do anything ARG related, but I'm fascinated by the concept of ARG. Like, I will watch documentaries on Cicada. I think ARGs are really, really, really cool. I'm not I'm not smart enough to, like, get through them, but I think they're really fascinating. Vector Breakthrough? Is that what it's called? ARG solving primarily happens outside a game, most of the time via information hidden in trailer. Oh, interesting. Dang. I don't want to be spoiled with stuff, but I think that's so cool. What was the number for Cicada? Was it 377 or something? Cicada 3301. Cicada 3301. Yeah, I think that's so cool. I'm, like I said, I'm not smart enough to understand how to participate in them, but I think that they are extremely fascinating to learn about. If you really need to chew, eat the VOD stars in keeping. Yeah, I just threw like 30 in the recycle. Have at 'em. Have at 'em. You said that and my brain lit up like I was a sleeper agent again. I think that it's super cool. Is anyone here smart enough to participate in them? No. Times in a recycle bin? Yeah, have at it. We've got plenty to work with. I don't understand how, like, I don't understand how people get to the point of being able to even think about where to start with those kind of things, right? And then I think with Cicada, didn't it end because people were like, oh, you weren't able to do this without working together, and we didn't want that, so goodbye. Because I know, like, Reddit communities will come together and solve stuff like that. But when it's, like, an individual person, that's insane. I'm smart enough to try, fail, and go to the store for ice cream. Fair. I did try studying cryptography, and all I learned is how to change my major. That is fair. That is fair. Goodness. Welcome in, Kenneth. Welcome in. I hope you're having a good day today. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, I wish I was smart enough to even know where to think. I think about the thing with, like, I think about the one where it's like, and then there was this picture of the duck. And then they use the URL to figure out this thing by, what was it, like reverse engineering the JPEG of the picture of the duck and finding this code with the picture of the duck and then inputting that into a phone number. And it just goes like so many layers deep. Just like, how? How do you get there? You found things. Good job, Shadow. Good job. Ah! That is not things! Ah! I didn't put that there! I recycled VODs! I didn't put that in there! Goodness. When you sign up for cryptography and instead of Wendigos and Bigfoot you get numbers and puzzles. That's one of newbies. Goodness. Since we're talking about AK story, only main and side. One of the ARGs led people to a random YouTube song that had under 1,000 views. That's insane. That's insane. Since we're talking about AK story, only main and side stories are in usual visual novel format. Other game modes have some lore too, but it's more like Dark Souls, where you get lore from item description, like this medal was given to all generals participating in Battle of Four Emperors kind of stuff. Oh, interesting. I've never played a Dark Souls game, so I don't know how that works as well. But that's good to know. That's good to know. Because I remember the event having, like, a huge collection of letters to read through. And I was like, okay, well, if I'm skipping the whole story for this event, I probably shouldn't be reading through these letters. The Star Killer's linchpin? Wait, what? The what? Anna, thank you for the heart. Thank you. I appreciate it. Don't know if the ARG went anywhere after that. I did end up listening to, album for that the song was in for a few days. That's great. Yeah, can we not kill me? That would be great to not kill me. Ugh. Alright. But anyway, I think we're probably going to call it there today. I'm getting a little bit dizzy for some reason. Maybe it's because of being thrown all the bombs. So, I think I'm going to wrap things up tomorrow on the main YouTube channel. If you've not yet subscribed to the main YouTube channel, you can get through it with the IRIAM description. We're going to be doing a master study from Zwillensturm. And I think World Class Diggy sent a screenshot from the trailer. So I think it would be interesting to try to see what it is like to do a master study from a 3D model screenshot. Because it's not going to be a one-to-one. So I'm a little bit curious how that could end up looking. I'm from the future even though you started chapter 2. Wait, what? Anyways. Thank you very much, guys. Subscribe on YouTube, follow on Twitch if you haven't yet. I appreciate you all. Thank you very much. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, evening, or night, wherever you may be in the world or the worlds beyond. And, well, all the best. Thank you very much.